Yeah, just having one person in your life who believes in you, it's not the sky that's the limit for you, then it's just how much you believe in yourself.
I remember the first ISM course that I did.
With the ISM since autumn 2010.
So it was 2012, 7 years ago.
The courses coincided with a time when I started asking questions about myself, about my life. Questions like why am I here? What is my purpose in life?
I got to a point where relationships just weren't working, the business environment wasn't working for me. Eventually I just got stuck. As a result, it started to affect all the relationships around me, and a very few days after that I was asked to come and meet a gentleman called Tejan Mares, and I went along very reluctantly. It was a meeting that changed the course of my life completely, if I had to say expect the unexpected. But he so believed in me, and he so believed in what he was sharing with me. 2 weeks later, I was teaching from this book, and it had nothing to do with accountancy or finance or business work or anything like that. It was all about relationship.
We want to get the most out of our relationship. So we said, let's do this relationship course together as a honeymoon. So we actually came to ISM and did the Relationships 1 course for our honeymoon.
Yeah, and after the first course, I felt the same. I was going to use elated as well. I won't forget. And the biggest thing for me was the connection, both with Garrett and also the other participants there. I hadn't felt connected to people.
It gave me very many answers I was searching for, and since then actually I've been getting more and more answers for myself. About myself and how to live much lighter and joyful life.
It was a very new experience for me. It was about relationships.
I believe what is missing today from the early age since education is the natural approach to learning.
And I realized out of that what I had received up until that point in time was academic schooling. So I could do brilliantly academically, but nowhere had I got true education about how to live life. I just started teaching it, and after a couple of weeks I had 60 people coming to me every week.
Because that, as I said, the atmosphere is non-judgmental and promotes learning. So it's very natural.
I was also a bit surprised what I discovered about myself.
Having a greater understanding of some of the motivating forces, how I can be friendly with different aspects of myself.
I'm absolutely sure that unless I have taken them, my life would be much harder.
I gained much more than I expected.
For me, I think the most inspiring part of all of this is that I get to fulfill my own vision of helping people to help themselves.
You know, comedy is tragedy plus time. So the courses have allowed us to compress a lot of time so that we can actually enjoy this learning process rather than feeling, it's so hard and stuff like that.
I didn't know how honest I could be, how close I could be to somebody. It was nothing I ever would even be able to imagine when I was younger.
When I see what makes me really fantastic is when I see people finding their own answers and their own joy. This is a big thing for me.
That's why I'll promote it, because this reinstalls our natural way, which is like learning is fun.
So my recommendation is just really go for it, because it adds so much. It changes a marriage completely. And why would you get married if you don't want to put everything into it? But how can you put everything into it when you don't know how to do it? No one's ever showed us how to do that. So ISM shows us how we can put ourselves completely into our relationships. And that makes all the difference, yeah.
I feel free, and I really started loving myself.
You are your own best teacher, and I'm just guiding you to what is best for you.